Which contains more meaning? Blank page or a book? Yeah, it's a trick question. The answer is neither. They both contain the same amount of meaning, which is none. One of the inside jokes, well-kept secrets, is that words have no intrinsic meaning. They contain no meaning of their own. Meaning is here. That's the only place meaning exists. Now, that can make writing tricky. But there's also reasons why it makes writing more fun and worth doing. Consider the word dog. Common word. And everybody pretty much understands what we mean when we use the word. You can look it up in the dictionary. There'll be a response. Seems like the word has meaning. But when you see the word dog, or those particular lines that form the word, what comes to mind? German Shepherd? Chihuahua? Mutt? Something else? Do you have a positive response because you had a favorite dog, have a favorite dog? Sad response because your favorite dog died? A little scared because you got bitten by a dog when you were young? There are a range of responses. When we see these symbols or hear the symbols that we call words, response and meaning comes up here. We start to generate meaning first from the agreed upon ideas, then from experience. Those things combine. We can't avoid it or resist it. Now there's an advantage to that. Disadvantage first. When you write an essay, story, poem, no one is going to get exactly the meaning that you were shooting for. A little tragic, a little sad. What they will get, if you write it well, is something better. If you write well, you start to cause the reader to generate meaning along certain lines. Bad writing either generates no meaning up here, or it generates meaning going in all sorts of directions, any direction except what you were after. But if you write well, you get the reader thinking, creating meaning, moving in a certain direction. And if the writing is powerful, you get them to create meaning with greater force, greater velocity. And if you write especially well, then the reader will continue creating meaning past the end of your writing. They will do, whether it's something more or something less than what you were after, they will do something different. They take it, reshape it, add to it. That allows the meaning to remain flexible, organic, and that means that with change, potential for growth. Oh yeah, there's the potential for things to get seriously messed up. But unless we allow for that potential for things to get messed up, we don't have the potential for the idea to grow and for the idea to keep moving from one person to another. We don't share things that don't cause us to keep thinking, even if sometimes we forget how much we like thinking while we're in the classroom. Now, there's also a special advantage for writers. It comes along those same lines because the writer is also always the first reader. You are your own audience. So just as reading that writing will cause somebody else to generate additional meaning, to pursue ideas, when you write well, your writing will cause you to keep seeking more meaning, generating more meaning, refining the idea, stretching the idea, adding to the idea. And that's why, another all too well kept secret, revision is where the real joy is in writing. Putting those first words down, well, that can break through quite a barrier. But it's when you get down to where those ideas are really starting to act upon you, where you and your writing are getting into a conversation, just like one of those late night conversations where things can just go on, winding about. Maybe you're not completely sure where they're going or where they've gotten to. But the pleasure's in the creating. And a lot of that creating is in the revision, the questing, the questioning, the search. And that all becomes possible because words have no intrinsic meaning. So go play mind games with yourself and with your other readers. Keep in mind that you're not just trying to make them see your point. You're trying to make them do something more than that. You're trying to get them to come to their own point. Then that gives them something they can share with you. It goes on from there. So have fun with it.